All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
The military in Okwama, they are there for a reason. They didn't go there for no so-called rubbish, stupid peace talk. They claim to be peacekeepers. They said they went to Ogeli and Okwama to make peace. They love the men, they love the people, they know them, they went without their guns. Today, I want to tell you that another breaking news is happening in a community just next to Okwama. The community of Olota, O-L-O-T-A. Your dirty zoo military, they've gone there. More than 200 soldiers on 3 gunboats. They went yesterday to Olota community, just a sister to Okwama. A community just less than 30 meters from Okwama. They went there to cause havoc. They were shooting all across the whole communities. The chairman of Olota was kidnapped. I'll call it a kidnap. The man they call Matthew Olokba, Biggie Ejekbehu, German Obikute, Kenneth Okorodudu, Atwa, and others were all kidnapped. My fellow Biafrans, do you know that the witnesses that saw this one? We keep telling you guys, those in Delta, it is time you smell the coffee. If you think the Biafrans are your problems or your enemies, if you think the Igbos are your problems, then you are making a very big mistake. Those in Delta, in Edo, it is time you smell the coffee. In the other case, Governor Okowa sold land to the Fulani Caliphate. Since then, you've been having killing, you've been having kidnapping in Delta. A whole Delta, where you have had men. The cabal, they are there now, kidnapping people. As we speak today, my fellow Biafrans, I am very, very vexed. Because over 200 soldiers, they went to Olota community. And the chairperson, the chairman of the community was kidnapped. And lots of dignitaries were kidnapped as well. Witnesses that saw what happened, they said the soldiers, they raised some houses down in the community. It means they burnt down houses. That is always their regular trademark. Sorrow, tears, and blood, their regular trademark. As the great fella will say, then bring sorrow, tears, and blood, their regular trademark. Next now, they will say, oh, they went there peacefully. They went without no guns. But they are telling you now what they did in Olota community. I am going somewhere with this. Today, I will expose the whole zoo because I am tired of talking. The days of doing this broadcast is coming to an end, my people. Because this madness has to stop. Sometimes the way to deal with a madman is to act like a mad person as well. Madman past madman. They went to Olota, they burnt down houses. Lord have mercy. And they went there, they seized all the whole speedboats. Think about it. Those guys, they are fishermen, fishers of men. They need their boats, they need their canoe to do whatever they are doing. They are farming in a poisonous river. The crude oil has already destroyed their river, and they still need their feed boat to do what they have to do in doing their fishing from a poisonous river. But as we speak, my people, the Zoo military, they went to Olopa community, and they seized all the speedboats in the riverine area. They burnt down houses. The chairman was taken. and some other dignitaries were also kidnapped. Gunshots roared throughout the whole day in Olota community. The people, they were confused, they were begging, they called the police, they were ringing 999, asking for help, saying they don't know what is happening. The military, they are everywhere, they are shooting guns, they are burning down houses. We need help, we need support, but none came. Later now, your Zoo military will tell you, oh no, we went there without any weapons, so we only went to make peace. And people like the Zoo media, they will be saying that, they will be telling you to pray for your military. They will tell you to beg God for military. They will say they love their military when they buy their military. But look at what they are doing now. Unprovoked. Just because they assume that some people from Okwama, they are hiding in Olota. Just the assumption. They are not sure. But look at what they have gone to do. The chairman was beaten black and blue to a stage of stupor. Stupor means when they beat somebody, the person becomes unconscious. That person will shit and urinate on himself. He won't even know. He was beaten to a stage of stupor, or to a state of stupor. The media, they try to change that word. They try to use a big word to hide what they did to the chairman of Olota. Stupor means to beat somebody to an unconscious state where they don't feel anything, they are unconscious, they don't know where they are. They are on the floor, they cannot move. They look like a zombie, they look like a dead body. Stupor, S-T-U-P-O-R. The eyewitness in Olota, they said their chairman was beaten by the military until he was in a state of stupor before he was dragged from the floor and taken away. My fellow Biafrans, this is the problem that is happening in Okwama. This is why we've been telling the whole world, you media out there, you dirty gutter, God-forsaken media, you were blaming the people of Okwama, but look at what is happening now to their neighbor. What did the people of Olota do to deserve what happened very hours of yesterday? The early hours of yesterday. What did they do to deserve it? Look at what they did to their chairman, to their elder, to their leader. He was beaten black and blue until he collapsed. He could not move. They still drag his lifeless body with them. Now you understand what their intention was to do to the community leaders of Okwama. From the taste of shit, you can tell the smell of mess, or vice versa. From the smell of a mess, you can tell the taste of a shit. No matter how dirty or nasty that sounds. For the fact your Zoo military can do that. They went to a neighboring country or a neighboring community less than 50 kilometers from Okwama. It's all about the oil. They are not going there for no peacekeeping. As we speak now in Okwama, in the land of Biafra, there is a military rule taking place because we are at war. We are at war. We are at war. The whole world needs to know this. The Zoo media, I know you are scared to speak. But I'm telling you this for you to know what is happening. My fellow Biafrans, before I play this video that you are seeing, I will take it to the man they call Rufai Yoseni, because today I took my time to hear what he was going to say about the attack in Olota community. You all claim he is the best journalist in that Zoo Republic. You all hold Rufai Yoseni to a very high esteem. So I took my time to sit back and listen to what this guy would do or say when he was analyzing the news. If you are with me, let us go there. Listen to what Rufai Yuseni said about what happened. He tried his best to an extent, but listen.
Why they put in the middle? I think another story making the rounds about Obama. You see, when I was saying it yesterday, like I was a soothsayer, the army has no gravamen to go ahead and say they want to set up a plan of inquiry into something that you were offering.
A great party. Listen.
You get, so you were part of what happened. It was an army onslaught in that area. And the next year, say you want to set up a plan of inquiry for what? For what? So it is best everybody is telling them now, independent panel of inquiry, let them set it up. The army too should come and answer questions there about what happened in Okwama.
Hold on first, hold on there. What he's saying in effect is this. The Zoo military, they set up a panel of inquiry to discuss with both communities what happened in Okwama. The Zoo military that did the killings, the Zoo military that they were the only one that reported what happened in Okwama. Suddenly, the same Zoo military, they are setting up an inquiry, a panel to discuss between the two communities. Think about that. How would that be fair? When the media, they have not been allowed to even come into Okwama to see the havoc, the carnage that your Zoo dirty gutter military did in that community. Not even the governor till this day was allowed to visit Okwama as we speak. Yet the military had the audacity to say they want to call both communities to come and sit together. As always, the other community, the Okoloba community, they came because they know they have the interest of the military. But as you all know, in Okoma as we speak, this is the 4th week and counting. They've been hiding in the bushes. This is the 4th week and counting. The 419 of your Zoo dirty Islamic military was to find a way to get some people who are naive from Okoma to come out as stakeholders. If you claim you're a stakeholders coming to discuss in a meeting, it means you knew what happened in Okoma and they will arrest you and hold you as a bargaining chip. Now, because nobody from Okoma came yesterday in that their so-called charade they call a meeting, they then went to Olota, the next community, a community next to Okwama, where there is also oil wells and everything there, oil blocks everywhere. They went to that community to cause havoc. People were killed. People were kidnapped. The man they called German Obiokute was kidnapped by your Zoo military and his house was burnt to the ground. Men like Kenneth Okoro Dudu Atwa, people like Biggie, Matthew Lopa and the rest of them, these are the so-called the who is who from that community called Olota. They made sure they arrested all those men and burned down their houses. So the so-called charade meeting they are calling, a panel of inquiry to discuss among two parties, to become more like a middleman to sort out their differences, that was a charade. What they are after is the oil resource from the land of Okwama, and now they've gone to Olota community. When I tell you the caliphate, they rule Nigeria. The Fulani cabal, they rule Nigeria. Some of you idiots don't get it. You still say you love Nigeria. You say God bless Nigeria. You say Nigeria go better. You say you believe in one Nigeria. But right before your eyes, look at what they are doing. The media, they are not allowed to report this. Let us hear Rufai Oseni. But my anger is these guys, they are discussing from a far distance. They are not allowed to the crime scene, to the scene where the thing happened, the place where the events took place. They are not allowed to take even a forensic analysis. They are discussing from a studio. They are discussing from Lagos. I will show you something. I will expose those media from the zoo who are communicating with the foreign media houses. I will just watch. Calm down and watch. I have this thing locked down. First of all, let us hear Rufai Oseni, what he's saying. Listen.
And we keep talking about this confab report.
Rufai, before you go to the confab report,
okay.
Yeah.
They've already cast a shadow of doubt over everything. When they came out to say that it was a peacekeeping force, they didn't go there with any weapons.
What peacekeeping?
They said, okay, we've not found all the weapons that they stole from, So it's already a huge shadow that we are seeing. It's not demo, it's a shadow.
What peacekeeping? There was no peacekeeping.
Okay.
I mean, we all saw their arms. There was no peacekeeping. They were overrun, which was a sad reality. My commiserations to the military officers.
Yeah.
Hold on there. There was no peacekeeping. We all saw their arms. They were overrun. The meaning of that is this. If someone comes to you say, I have this knife, I go choke you knife, and you say, okay, me, I get this gun, I go shoot you gun. It is called approach conflict. In conflict management, they call it approach conflict. When they say someone, they show he's stubborn, like a bull in a Chinese workshop. You know, bulls, they are stubborn. When they are moving, they are digging everything, they are, horning everywhere. But when you come into a Chinese workshop, you are in the wrong place. It means even though that bull is stubborn, it is reaching in. The Chinese in their workshop, they have the best of knives, the best of blades, and every touch they touch that bull, it will slice that bull up to the bone marrow. So when you hear about a bull in a Chinese workshop, it means a stubborn guy in a wrong place, a knucklehead in a wrong place. Last week I said, when a man becomes overconfident of himself, then he's wide open for a sucker punch. When a man becomes too overconfident of himself, then he's wide open for a sucker punch. The military, your dirty gutter Zoom media, because the cabal told them, Walai talai, go to Okwama, they are disturbing our flow of oil. Go there and level them down. Catch all the chiefs, catch all the leaders, and kill them all. They went there, all gun blazing. They went the first day, they took the first 3 men, they buy them. They went back with 419 because now they want to catch the leaders. They then claim, we are coming for a round table discussion. People of Okoma being peaceful, they say, okay, come to the town hall, let us discuss. All the stakeholders of Okoma, they made the biggest mistake to go there, including their leaders, but they trusted them, thinking they were coming in peace. And they gave them the cola nuts and everything. But at the end, the Zoo military, because they only listen to the cabal, not even the president of Nigeria. Tinubu is not responsible for what is happening in Okoma. What you are seeing is the handiwork of a military dictator, not Tinubu. He is a small boy. When it comes to the affairs of the oil wells, the oil blocks, and things happening in Niger Delta, I said it, Tinubu is a small boy. He's a small timer. What is happening in Okwama and now in Olota community is what is the handiwork of the Fulani Caliphate. Those that were given the oil blocks. So he just told you they were overrun. We saw their ammunitions, but when they went there, they were overrun because they overdo themselves. You went to a town hall meeting, you were welcomed, they gave you some cola nuts, they gave you everything to enjoy. As you were enjoying in your states, you now felt you can now ask for all the leaders to be rounded up. And those people, they beg you, say, sir, please, oh, our leaders, we cannot give them to you now. We can't give them to you now because you only said you were coming for a discussion now. So this one you're asking for our leaders, please. Because just last day you came here, 3 men that you took with you, we saw their dead bodies at the riverside. Please now, we cannot give our men to you, our leaders to you, our elders to you. We are scared, we are worried for their safety. Please, we cannot give them to you. And those criminals, those military junta men, they say, oh yeah, open fire on them. You open fire on the youths. Lots of men fell in that town hall meeting. There was a pandemonium in that town hall meeting. A stampede happened in that town hall meeting. I have first-hand information of what happened there. People hurried and ran away. And when men heard what happened, second time they say, fool me once, shame on me. No, fool me once, the shame is on you. But if I allow you to fool me twice, then the shame is on me. You were there in your high horse. Lots of men fell in that town hall there. Men came. They matched your guns. Men came. They matched your weapons. Gun for gun, granite for granite, a life for a life. Don't be lying. With that same day where your so-called 16 men fell, you also fell some men from the other side. You also fell some men from the other side. But at the end, you guys were run down. You guys were outgunned. But suddenly, because, the media don't have access to Okwama, you came and gave your own narrative, like a coward that you are. And said, no, with the military, we didn't go with no guns, so we know the people, they are cultists, they are oil bunkering, we just go to discuss. We went to a town meeting to discuss, we didn't go with no guns. If we had gone with guns, we would have leveled everywhere. That is your trademark. We know what you are into. When it comes to Biafran land, we know what you always raise down the whole buildings. That is what you have been doing from day one. But that day in Okwama, you met your match. You met your match. You see this life. You ain't special. The only thing that makes you look special is that machine, that iron went in your hand and the granite coming out from the iron. Without that iron, you are nothing. And if somebody get the same iron when you get, then respect to the person that gets their shot first now. If they cannot touch you first, you go fall for granted. But all iron na iron, all man na man. In the war front, what makes you victorious is the level of sophistication of your weapon. That granite, that iron for your hand, how sophisticated is it? My people, make we hear of how you sinning. Let us hear what he said next. It will blow your mind. Respect. See, sometimes this guy, I respect him because he keeps it real. Listen to what this guy said in this discussion. Listen.
investigate what really happened. And that's why you keep having conflicting reports here and there. They say one, they say another one, they say three things. In all of this, the army has said like 4 different things.
Okay.
So when you
And now they've invaded another community in that same region. Why?
Boom! And now they have invaded another community in that region. So respect to Rufai Yosede for being at least up to date of affairs happening. They just said it, and now they have invaded another community in that location. That community is the Olota community that I'm speaking about. Let's take it back a bit. Listen, just listen a bit. Listen.
What really happened? And that's why you keep having conflicting reports here and there.
Listen.
They say one, they say another one, they say three things. In all of this, the army has said like 4 different things.
I tell you.
So when you
And now they've invaded another community in that same region. Why? They say it may not be connected, but still the same modus operandi. Why is that going on?
with due respect, the army should be careful. We can't afford to inflame passions at this time.
Okay.
The Niger Delta region is pretty very volatile.
Okay.
And when you understand that, yeah, and I'm saying that it's pretty very volatile because there's a convergence now among all the nefarious stakeholders.
Okay.
And also, the state has also empowered some of the nefarious stakeholders in terms of contracts and things like that. So that also shows that we should be more careful.
Yeah. Okay, back to the prefab. You wanted to talk about it?
Hold on there, my sister. Hold on there first. Hold on there. Can you now see what this guy said? The state has given out some more contracts. Because that's the government. All they know about is oil. All they are dealing about, they are discussing that they used to run their economy is the oil coming from the land of Biafra. So even though they dislike us, they hate us with a passion, they still don't want to let us go because of the fringe benefits they get from the land of Biafra. Despite in Zamfara, they've got one of the finest gold in the world. But they decided to create Boko Haram, ISWAP, Fulani killer headsmen, ISIS around Sambisa forest, around the communities of Zamfara, around those locations where they are now mining gold. That way, the Tinubu government, I told you, he's not the one that runs Nigeria. By those conflicts happening around Zamfara, the Tinubu government, they will not have the fortitude, they will not have the balls to ask the Zamfara government, how much are you making from the gold every month? How much of mining are you doing from the gold? How much did you make last year from the resource from the gold? How much gold have you sold? They cannot ask those questions because the cabal, they are smart, they are clever. They know Nigeria is not one. In their own saying, Nkem bunkem, Nkai bunkai, what it means that mine is mine and ours is ours. They call the Biafran oil the wealth of the nation, but the gold from Zamfara, it belongs to the Fulani Caliphate. That is the problem I have with that so-called Nigeria. And cowards out there claiming to be presidents, they are scared to ask that question. How come the gold from Zamfara, you are the only one keeping the revenue? How come the gold in Zamfara, you are all multi-billionaires in dollars from the sales of the gold? How come we cannot see the revenue, the proceeds of those gold in our so-called, in the budget of Nigeria? How come there is no proceed? But every day people are mining. We know the game you are playing. I can tell you, you are responsible for all the kidnapping. You are responsible for Boko Haram. You are responsible for ISWAP. You are responsible for Hamas in Nigeria. You are doing all this to stop us from accounting, from auditing you on how much you are making in terms of your sales of gold. This is the problem. They don't want to ask anybody. They are cowards. Your politicians are all cowards. Your politicians from the west and the south, on the southeast, whatever you want to call them, they are cowards. Your president is a coward. He pretended like he was sick. Hand they shake, leg. He planned with those Kegites or those the court people of this man, Wole Shoyinka, what his name is. He planned with Wole Shoyinka to speak to his courtmen, to come up with a song and mock him as if he's sick. That was a cowardly act. I sabi men now. I sabi men when they that court. Them tell me, now money we make. They made money to fool the caliphate. For the first time, Tinubu is the only one that was able to fool the Fulani cabal. But they have found out. He knew that the cabal, they had a candidate for the APC ticket. They wanted to give it to a Fulani man. So Tinubu had to pretend like he was sick. Hand they shake, leg they shake. Baba we know where they say me look on, hey me look on, hey me look on. Baba we know where they say me look on. Hand they shake, leg they shake. Baba we know where they say me look on. That was just a ploy. That was a gimmick. Tinubu is as healthy as a bouncing baby boy. But he had to do that. And Wole Soyinka had to play the game. They came with that story. They gave it to the media. People like Showore put it out. Hey, oh yeah, Sahara News, breaking news. They've insulted Tinubu. He's sick. His hand is shaking. His leg is shaking. That was a game. Jagaban knew what he was doing. He was doing that to entice Buhari because, you see, Buhari, you guys don't know what's happening. That Buhari you're seeing, that man is deadly. Nigeria is already gone. Nigeria belongs to the caliphate. Nigeria will become an Islamic country. They had the blueprint say, you politicians cannot stop them. But Tinubu had to pretend like he was sick. So the plan B was to say, okay, since this man is sick, maximum he will be in power is 6 months because he's shaking already. He's got, he forgets things. Balablu, bulaba, bulaba, balablu. These are techniques, psychology. He was playing to their mind. He was playing to the gallery. He was looking weak. He was pretending to be weak. Even when he went to greet an they poured water on his agbada to pretend like he has wet his pants. That was a lie. They poured water on his agbada to pretend that Tinubu was sick, and you all fell for it. Even me, I was like, whoa, look at this guy. What's going on here? That was when the caliphate now said, okay, this guy is sick. Oh yeah, make him president within 6 months. He will not last 6 months in power. That was the only option to make you see how people have to go, how somebody has to stoop low to get a position in Nigeria. I don't blame him because he wanted to be. That was the only way he could go. Chief MK Abiola did it the right way. As a man with his bold chest, he came with a bold front, and look at what they did to MK Abiola when he came and fought for his, for what he won his election. They dealt with him. But in Tinubu, he now had to come like he was sick. The stuff. Wole Soyinka had a hand in it. Hand they shake, leg they shake. It was all a ploy. Showore, well done, man. I see you. Nice game, I never saw it coming. I saw what you did. I never saw it coming, though. Clever. That was clever. But now the caliphate there, and now they knew he tricked them. How come this man who was acting sick, suddenly now he's so healthy, he's talking very eloquently, we can hear what he's saying, when he's moving, he's bouncing like wow, really? Okay, we'll deal with him. What we'll do to him now is, in Sokoto, in Kaduna, they'll be kidnapping every week, every month. He has to pay. The government has to pay. That's the game. So my people, why I'm telling you this is this. Those who still believe in Nigeria, make una wash una hand. The Biafrans that still believe in Nigeria, make una wash una hands off. Because right now, your media, they are not free. As we speak, your media, they are not free. They are reporting from a far distance. I will show you one video next and blow your mind, but let's just hear this guy off.
Well, you know, Rufai, there is this local saying that the witch inside the house is the one that usually invites the one outside to say, come, there is food in this place, or Yamona, come. And why am I saying this? Some people in power, way back, had been accused of being the people behind all the Boko Haram, all the these, and they were the ones who invited these foreign elements into the country. And now, whether it is within their powers or outside their powers, these elements are really working, especially in the north, when they are causing a lot of wahala, also to hide some form of illegal mining and so on going on in those parts of the country.
So it's a cocktail of troubles, and that's why we need to be careful. Yorubas have a saying. They say, "Big kule pani today only pani."
Exactly.
If a death in the house does not kill you, an external death cannot kill you. So there's a large level of complicity across board in every area. And when we know that, then we should be mindful.
Yeah.
But you see, as a country, we are not always mindful, we're not always introspecting, and we're not always thinking about the long-term effects of those things. Another
Hold on there, my brother. Hold on there. You have spoken well. Towards the end, they exposed what they know, but cannot say out there in the media. But right now, let me show you what the media they are doing. Listen, let me show you the nonsense your Zoom media in Nigeria they are doing now. Instead of them to tell the Western media, say, oh, please, we cannot go to Okwama. We have not been allowed to gain access to Okwama. We cannot even get into the community. Your Zoo Gutter Dirty Media now, they are reporting about Okwama from Lagos. Where is this done in the world? Normally, if there is a crisis, you go to the main place where it is happening and you report it. But your Zoom media, because they want to make some money from the Western media, I will expose this lady now. There is a lady here that will speak. I will expose her. She's giving a report from Lagos. Something that happened in Delta State, Okwama. She's in Lagos. God have mercy. Hey, this. Well, they are fighting for their daily bread. How will I blame them? Dollars has gone up. Naira has gone down. They are fighting for their daily bread. But this video you're about to watch will expose the Zoom media. All the person should have said, please, they've not given me access to the crime scene. She didn't say that. She was reporting from Lagos because she knows those in the Western media, they will not even know what is happening. When they are paying you for a service to do a freelance and report in media, they are expecting you to be at the crime scene or be around that community and break the news to the world. But watch what you will see here. I will expose it at the end. If you are with me, let us go there. Listen.
Nigerians are accusing the military of ransacking and burning their homes in the nation's oil-producing state of Delta. This development comes days after 16 soldiers who went to resolve a land dispute in Delta were killed. Nigeria's military chief has denied any involvement in the incident. Delta residents claim that soldiers attacked the riverside Okuma community of a few hundred people on Sunday. However, Nigeria's defense headquarters say that troops from the 181 Amphibious Battalion were on a police mission to the community when army men were surrounded and killed by youngsters. The Chief of the Defense Staff has ordered a thorough investigation into the incident. Nigeria's Delta sits on a large deposit of crude oil with the presence of many oil wells. This has led to environmental pollution and increasing unrest by youngsters and community members who fight for control of oil areas. For the very latest on this, our correspondent Luzia has sent us this report. Listen in.
Hold it there. Now listen to what their news reporter would do now. She wants to send the report of what is happening in Okwama. She will be reporting all the way from Lagos. How far is the distance from Lagos to Delta State? How far is the distance from Ikeja to Okwama? This is the 419 of the media. Listen.
Condemnation have trailed the premeditated killing of 16 military men when troops responded to a distress call after the communal crisis between the Okoma and Okoloba communities, both in Delta State, South Nigeria. It is reported that there has been a retaliatory attack by Nigerian army who are currently conducting a widespread manhunt to capture the perpetrators of the act.
Hold it there. Now see the way she's saying or reiterating the things that the military they've said. You see the way she's spelling out exactly what the military said in the media. This is why I'm saying we the Biafrans, we need our media to be expelling or exposing things like this. Because what she is saying now, she's spelling out exactly the same gospel according to the Nigerian soldiers in Okoma. And now she's this location, you would think, oh, she's at the crime scene. No. This is Lagos. She's based in Lagos doing this stuff. She is not in Okwama. So she doesn't have any first-hand knowledge. What she has is a second-hand knowledge. She should have said this from the beginning and said, please, the military, they refuse access to that community. Hence, I'm reporting from Lagos State, Nigeria and all this. But she didn't say that. She is doing 419 now to the Western media from India or so. They will now assume that she's at the crime scene. But it's towards the end, you will now say what she will say. Listen.
Said that the army had recovered bodies of colleagues. Some were found beheaded and bodies mutilated. The president has given full authority to the defense chief to bring the perpetrators to justice.
Boom! The president has given a full authority to the security chiefs to bring all perpetrators to justice. Tinubu, you have been indicted here. She just said the president has given full authority to the service chiefs to bring all the perpetrators to order. You see, bring them down. Go and get them. It means Tinubu gave that instruction. The same way Obasanjo gave the instructions of what they did in Udi during that time. I think 1995 or 1999. 1999. The same thing is happening now. She just said it was the president that gave the security chief that authority. Let's continue. Listen, it never finish.
As fear envelopes the community over its possible outcome. From Lagos, Nigeria, Louisa Olani, we on.
Hold on there. From Lagos, Nigeria. You see, this is the 419 they do in most cases. You just give the Western media a second-hand information that is not true, that is flawed. You gave them a second-hand. God have mercy. I keep saying that the media, they work hand in hand. The Zugota media, they work hand in hand with the Zoo government and the caliphate. With what she has done now, the Western media, they'll think, oh, okay, everything is fine. No, they are following the due process. It was the president that told them to go in there. They went in there as peacemakers. When they went in there, some of their men were, brought down. So they are there to make peace and catch the perpetrators. That is what this lady has just done. Because you are not one nation. You claim you are one country, one Nigeria. You are not one nation. That is why unfortunately, a Yoruba girl will go and talk something like this. Will she say the same thing if this was happening in her land, in her state? Will she spill out this nonsense, this lie, this cock and bull story if this was happening in her village? That's the problem. The cabal, they are very, very smart. That your so-called one Nigeria is a contraption. You cannot escape it. It's like having a crab in a barrel. Having crabs in a barrel. When they attack the Biafrans, they give the power to the Yoruba media to talk and broadcast to the whole world. They don't care because to them, they don't have any invested interest. It is not their people. They don't belong to the same tribe, even though they call them Nigerians. But they know Nigeria means nothing. They love their Yoruba-ness before the so-called Nigerian-ness. Because you're a Biafran, they don't give a damn. They will sleep well at night. This lady, she don't give a damn. She has made her dollars. She was reporting from Lagos. But the crime scene was in Okoma. She should have told them, we are the media, we have no access to what is happening. But according to the military, they are the only ones with the access. This is what they are saying. But we, the media, we have no access to Okoma. She never mentioned it. So when Nnamdi Kanu was attacking the media, the Zoom media, now you understand the pain where it was coming from. He saw this coming. He was a prophet of our time. He saw this before it happened. That's the problem. Caliphate will not go school. You say the Fulani Caliphate, they didn't go to school. They drink the urine of cow. They shower with the urine of cow. They suck the breast of the cow. But they are using you guys like idiots. They are controlling you so-called Southerners and Easterners like animals. God have mercy. This is why it is hard to win the battle. Now to CNN, they will take news from this. Oh, everything is fine in Nigeria. No, it's fine. Some stupid guys, they killed some military. So the military, they are there to make peace. Oh, yeah. In fact, they are very, very good. In fact, it was even the president that told them. They won't know it is the cabal that have vested interest in those oil. They are the ones that send their Fulani soldier military to that place. They won't know that when the Igbo and Yoruba soldiers are fired in the north by Boko Haram, by ISWAP, by ISIS, by the Fulani killer headsmen, when the communities, when they told the Igbos and the Yoruba soldier to come and eat some tuwo shinkafa, to come and drink some water, to come and drink some milk and whatever, as they are drinking, as they are eating, from behind, the headsmen will come and buy them. They will not go and burn the communities of the saboteurs that worked hand in hand with the Fulani cabal, that worked hand in hand with Boko Haram, that worked hand in hand with ISIS, with ISWAP, to kill the Igbo soldiers and the Yoruba soldiers. The communities will be spared. Nobody goes to burn down the communities. Nobody goes to attack the chiefs, the elders in those communities in the north. They don't do that because it was the Christian soldiers that are being buried in the north. It is okay to kill them. It doesn't matter. But whenever a Fulani soldier who comes to the east because of oil, they love the oil in Niger Delta. When they come to the east to steal the oil of the east, and the men, they fight back. They come with their guns. These guys come back with their guns. They shoot a gun for a gun battle. They overpowered you. 16 of your men fell down. Next thing, you will come with some more men and go and burn down the houses. Next thing, you will stop the media, the zoo dirty gutter media, from entering the place to see firsthand. Even the governor, you had the power to stop the governor from going into a community in his state. Hey, God have mercy. Only in Nigeria will elephants fly.